Hey everybody, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working in my creative/social media planner. So I picked up this planner a while ago at Hobby Lobby. I got it on sale because it's mostly outdated. It started July of 2022 and goes until December of 2023. So I'm going to be going all the way to October 2023, where we are currently, and that's where I got started. So when I first got this planner, I was so scared to write in it because I think it's so pretty. So I used a lot of sticky notes at first until I got over like this fear of writing in it. And I really didn't know how I wanted to use it. But it kind of started as like I was writing some of my poetry in here. And then it kind of shifted into like what I want to put on social media. So it's kind of like my creative planner/social media planner. So off camera, I printed out some things that I want to include in my spread for the first week of October and kind of set my intentions for the month of October. So, I have been really getting into, or getting back into, I should say, my writing and my creativity. I did have COVID in August, and it just really, like, oh my goodness, it took a lot out of me, and I'm finally feeling like myself again. So, I've just been feeling all of my creativity, I feel like, is coming back. So, and I've just been so motivated by music and art. So music is just one of the things that I just adore. It gets me through the day. It's gotten me through so many tough times. So I'm just cutting out this song that I discovered this past weekend. It's called Gone Forever. Forever's Gone, excuse me. It's called Forever's Gone by a band called Drama. And I have literally been listening to this song on repeat like all weekend. Love the lyrics. And I'm just so grateful that other people have shared their words and their songs, and it inspires me and motivates me to share my poems and my prose and everything that I write with you guys. I'm currently working up the nerve to read some of my poetry on this channel. So this spread for the first week of October is just gonna be me kind of paying homage to some artists and that have just really helped me grow personally and have really inspired me as an artist. So the next picture that I'm cutting out is another one of my all-time favorite bands called Purity Ring. I discovered them accidentally listening to Pandora back when my son was a newborn baby and I was going through a really tough time. I was going through a sudden divorce after my son was born, that just really came out of nowhere. I did not get the memo on my divorce. So navigating a divorce and, having a newborn baby was just extremely tough. And so listening to this band Purity Ring like really got me through a tough time. And then I have 1000 Forms of Fear by Sia. And then I listened to that when my brother passed away. I listened to that album like on repeat. And then one of my all time favorite albums is Pure Heroine by Lord. This album is 10 years old this year. It came out exactly 10 years ago in 2023, 2013, excuse me. And that's the year my son was born. And it's so funny. I used to listen to that album like on repeat when my son was a baby, and now he sings it with me. So, really cool. So I'm just going to come back over here to this page and just add some decorations here. And later on, you'll see me write a little note to this band. And I'm just saying, like, thank you for inspiring me, because I know as an artist, and especially as a writer, a novice writer, but a writer in general, a lot of times when I write and I want to share my writing, like I immediately second guess myself. I feel like, is this good enough? How does this sound? Are people going to read this? Is this going to be important to somebody? Because poetry can be very personal, and you just never know how your words are going to resonate with someone. But I think writing really captures the human experience, and I feel like something that somebody writes will resonate with us in one way or the other. So just popping back over here to this page, I'm kind of bouncing all around. But I'm really loving this planner because it's a horizontal layout, and I'm loving just all the extra writing space. So these three artists, Purity Ring, Lord, and Sia, have like gotten me through some really tough times in my life. So yeah, I went through so much trauma in my 30s, and one of those really big things, in addition to my divorce, was when my brother passed away. And my brother and I were really close growing up, and October 14th is going to be his birthday, and he would have been 43 years old, and I just miss him so much. And I wonder, if he got a chance to hear Purity Ring. We never got a chance to talk about this band, and I wonder if he got to hear Lord. I wonder if he, was a fan of Sia. He and I, we liked a lot of the same music, and we bonded so much over music, and I miss him every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my brother. And I really want to dive into my creativity during this time, because I struggle a lot in the month of October. And I would much rather just kind of dive into my creativity this month instead of just, kind of withdrawing. And I tend to withdraw a lot in the month of October. Because it's really hard for me to work through my emotions of missing my brother. And so, yeah, I'm just choosing to dive into my creativity. next thing that I'm going to do is work on these horizontal pages. So I'm just going to take them out and remove my planner so I can work on a flat surface. And I'm just going to be writing in the things that are coming up on my YouTube channel. So as I'm doing this voiceover, I have uploaded the first two videos that I'm writing down here. So I'm working on my budget these days. I'm in my budget era. So I'm setting up a budget planner. That's going to be a YouTube video that's going up. And then I have another YouTube video going up. I'm also moving into a new writing planner and going from my vertical layout classic happy planner into another horizontal layout. Apparently I'm in my horizontal era as well. So yeah, I'm just writing in all of the video ideas that I have coming up. And I find that keeping a social media planner, it kind of keeps me on top of the things that I want to accomplish on this channel. I don't have a lot of social media. I'm here on YouTube. I'm over on Pinterest for a little bit. Don't post as much to Tumblr anymore. But one of the really exciting things is I finally set up my own website. So I'm really looking to spend a lot more time over there. So yeah, I just have a little bit of social media because I just don't have the wherewithal to handle so many of them at once. And I feel really good about where I am with social media. I don't really like a ton of social media anyway. And then I'm writing down my creative social media journaling spread, which I'm currently working on now. And then I just make some notes that my favorite album turns 10 this year. And I'm just writing down some things that I love about each of these artists. And I just wrote like this album, it still hits like the first time that I heard it 10 years ago. It just doesn't sound like it's aged. It still seems so relevant. It's just one of those albums to me, in my opinion, that's just really classic. And I'm also writing one of my favorite quotes from each album. So I wrote for Pure Heroine. It was the divorce album for me. Like, for some reason, I listened to that album like literally for a year, like on repeat all the time while I was going through my divorce. And then Sia's 1000 Forms of Fear. That was the album I listened to when my brother passed away. And then I'm just writing down that Purity Ring really carried me through some tough times. Let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite album that just like got you through a really tough time in your life? I would love to know. And part of the reason why I'm including these artists in this social media spread is because, you know, being an artist or being somebody that's creative, I know for me, it's really scary to put myself out there creatively. And one day I would love for somebody to mention that possibly my words or my poetry helped them get through a really tough time. So this is just me kind of paying homage to some of my favorite creators and letting them know that they inspire me to want to do what I want to do as an artist or as a creator. So yeah, just really excited that these people have come along to, you know, pave the way for someone like myself. just want to thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for your continued support. And if you're new, I hope you decide to stick around. I would love to know how you guys stumbled across my content. Let me know down in the comment section. And I am so grateful for all of the kind words. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.